Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today with Stamping with Loretta. We're going to do some Valentines today from Digital Delights by Luby Lou. This is Laura the Ladybug. As many of you know, she is one of my favorite images. I have printed her off on a heavier piece of cardstock that is ivory in color. It does have some spuckling to it, so it looks more like an old-fashioned Valentine. I printed 9 of her to a page, and my first thought was to use a ruler and square off the image that way to make Valentines, and then I decided that freehanding is best. So I am going to use a pair of deckle edge scissors, and I'm just going to trim around the image just to kind of frame her out. I was going to do a tutorial today on a really cute pencil holder idea I have. Unfortunately, I'm having problems with the math, and I can't get the numbers quite right, so we will do that another day. She's going to be colored today with Copic markers, and since it's Valentine themed, I am going to be using some reds. I'm going to use R27 and R29. Now remember what we talked about, the color saturation has everything to do with these numbers. The further away from 0 it is, the lighter the saturation. In this case, this one's called Lipstick Red and Cardium Red. And as you can see by my fingers, alcohol inks do stain. The best way to get alcohol ink off your hands is to wash your hands with a magic eraser. It works great, and I'd say 85 to 90% does come off that way. I'm going to work in small circular motions to get the color down first. This cardstock is also very heavy nap, and by that I mean that the paper itself is on the porous side, so it is actually soaking through a little bit more than your average cardstock would. Keep that in mind. As you can see, I'm actually working on We Are Memory Keepers magnetic mat. I got this from my local craft store, used a coupon. I absolutely love this. The ruler is magnetic, it comes with magnets so you can hold things in place, and it's very, very easy to use. Very easy to work on, to keep your work in order and keep your work straight. Okay, we're going to take a quick break while I finish coloring this, and we'll be back in a minute. You guys, real quick, what it takes to do skin tones. Let me move that out of my way. Almost everything that you see in my hand, except for the 2 reds, the R11 and R85, are used on her skin. A few reasons. One, you want to create shadow and shading, and secondly, you want her to look a little bit more lifelike. So that's why I use those colors. Okay, now I have decided, after playing with this image a little bit, to fussy cut. I cut her out close to the edges, being careful to leave her antenna in place, and I used some white dots on her cheeks that's colored in with a galaxy marker. On the back of this image right now, I have just some crystal glossy accents, crystal effects, whatever you have. It's going to act as our glue. I took a small paper doily, fan folded it, cut off the end, and tied a piece of rickrack on the bottom. The base is an ATC card size, so it measures 2.5 by 3 inches, and that is also glued down. I'm going to take our little image, and I'm going to sit her on top and just hold her in place for a second until she kind of glues down on her own. There she goes. And I'm going to trim up the ends of the rickrack, which just slipped off. So we're going to have to glue it in place, apparently. I'm going to take a little bit of glue and put it on the end. And hopefully I can do this pretty quickly. Use my scissors to get it in place and push it down. Okay. Now, if yours is coming up a little bit like mine is, the best thing to do is take a clothespin and clamp it down so that it stays while it's drying. And when we're finished, that really is the finished product right there. On the back, I'm going to add a Valentine greeting and probably round off the corners. You know, I think I'll just do that now. Digital Delights has some wonderful sales going on right now. I hope that you'll visit our website for more information. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Happy New Year. And there's our finished little Valentine. She's just going to get some glitter and embellishments. And thanks for joining me today with Stamping with Loretta. I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Have a great one.